Alright, we're back. Let's do this again. Another series of drawings. Another 5 drawings, another 5 rounds of GeoGuessr. We've officially decided to call this series GeoSketchr. And that is going to be the name that's going to be going forwards. We're going to explore the world, explore different places, and just have fun along the way, really. So without further ado, I'm going to jump into last time we went round the world. I'm feeling famous places. Let's get out there, draw some impressive structures, see what's in the world for us to see today. It's been a long week this week, working away, busy. We're going to give ourselves a little bit longer, 9 minutes around. So last time we went 7 minutes around, this time we're going 9 minutes. I'm going to make a challenge so that then I can invite friends by this link, which means anyone out there that wants to play along with this can happily do so. So we're going to throw this into here, and then I'm going to put that into the description. If you fancy running along, maybe draw some art of your own, throw it up on Instagram, Facebook, tag me in it, and we'll get a little collection going of things that different people have done. It'd be interesting to see whether people choose different things to draw in different places. No artistic talent required. I'll accept and happy to look at anything you make. So without further ado, let's jump into the game. We're into famous places, so we need to find something to draw. Well, I think we have a rough idea of where we are. Right, just have a little look around. So we are in Venice for sure. And what am I going to draw? Do we draw this bridge? Do we draw this street? We're going to zoom in and we're going to draw this little bridge down here, I think. A nice little drawing to have. So let's get myself ready, get myself a page to sketch upon. Wasting time as always. Right, so let's get this drawn. We're going to have a building coming down here. So we're obviously in Venice here, unless there's some other famous canal-based city somewhere that I am not aware of. Most likely, on famous places, it's going to be Venice. So it's a series of locations on famous places all around the world, places that are deemed to be famous. All in the name. We've got a pole coming up on this side. Well, that's interesting. We've got a lamp coming down as well. So I've chosen quite a detailed little sketch to get done here in the next 7 minutes, but we're going to give it a go. Strange red and black barber's pole coming down here. That's what I'd call it anyway. I'm sure it must have another meaning, but in the UK where I'm from, a pole that's striped like that, granted they're in slightly different colours, but a stripy pole, the first thing I would think would be barbers, or potentially butchers in some parts of the country. We've got a little design on this bridge. Can we get any closer? We can get a little bit closer. Can't make it out. I'm just going to put a few marks in for now, just to suggest it is there. We've got a white section coming across this bridge. And then a white section coming across the top as well. So it's been a busy week this week. I'm just taking a bit of time out this afternoon on the Saturday just to relax, do some drawing, do some painting. If I'm quick enough, I'm going to throw a bit of colour on these. If I'm not, we'll be stuck with just pencil. And then we've got here a lower section coming across. This looks like little boat tie-off points. I think there's a fence there that I can see, but it's got kind of a J point coming around as well. Beyond the bridge, we're going across this way and we've got this building coming up here, and we've got a building going across back here. So straight away I'm looking at this and just seeing that my perspective is slightly off. That kind of comes further across than that. But not quite to the halfway point, so we're going to keep it there. We're drawing our version of what we see here. What I see is a little shed coming off this way. It's starting to think I perhaps shot a little bit too high with this one. What have we got? We've got 5 minutes remaining. So we can see this bridge terminating here. Going off into this. And then we've got another building coming up here. And this kind of little ridge area around the edge is just carrying on up and out of this picture here. This here, we've got a little boat. A bob motor on the back of it. Looks like a bit of a more of a modern boat than you'd expect to see, but we'll just give a little hint that that's there for now, and we'll come back to it if we get a chance. It was pointed out to me on the previous video I did that I gave myself a little bit too much time on some of these things. Just quickly put that in there. Then we've got windows to start drawing. We've got 4 minutes remaining, so I'm going to just jump in. We're definitely in Italy, definitely in Venice. Probably somewhere within central Venice. We're going to think, let's go down here for now, and we can maybe refine it a little bit later on. We're at a junction of, looks like 4. Can we see any signs saying where we are? Rio de... Quite make that out. Is there anything jumping out as kind of an area? Spending too much time looking. We're going to leave it down. We have kind of a 4 coming together, so we're gonna stick it down somewhere. Can't be that many places where all come together with a staggered join. Right, we're spending too long. We're just going to leave it down here. Pop it here. And keep going. Right, so outboard motor. Windows. Oh, I've lost my view now. Move myself back around. There we go. There's the view again. Bridge coming across. Very pretty bridge. And then we've got windows coming this way. And they come across this way. And then we lose them. We'll put a few windows on this side too. Get your perspective lines in. It's much quicker. Stop trying to do it the easy way. So again, we're just building up what we see shape by shape. So we've got this thing coming across here. We've got a dark section here. This will be some sort of fence for another building that comes up there. It is attached to this building, which is coming up, and then we've got a little bit of a roof coming here like this. This pinkish building's coming all the way up. We got a little tiny window up here. So I'll pop that little tiny window in. The far off distance we've got some things going across, so we're just gonna put a suggestion of something coming across. We can't really make it out. There's something, a little bit of detail at this bottom bit coming on here. The main thing is this bridge. Got a minute remaining. 1 minute remaining. What do I do with a minute left? What I'm gonna try and do is add in just a little hint, some colours. Got the red brick of the bridge coming across this way. We've got a rather mired and tired water coming down. A little bit of this. A little bit of colour in there just to brighten the sketch up. And then the main thing from this picture was this red and black pole. So we're going to pop the little bit of red in. Just like that. How long we got left? We've got 6 seconds remaining. We're going to quickly just put that lamp in. Give ourselves a little bit of definition on these black sections of the pole, and then I imagine my time has now just run out. As per the challenge, one little sketch of somewhere in Venice. And I'll tell you what, I will happily take 634 yards. So we were never going to be miles away. We were quite obviously in Venice there. But you know, we could have been up on one of these canals or anywhere around. My gut said go for the Castello side of Venice. That's what I went for. Or rather, the San Marco area. I wonder if we if I'd zoomed in a bit more, we might have got it from the name of where we are. We must have been looking down one of these. Not sure which one we were looking down. We might have even been looking down this Rio della Veste. Let's have a little look back in here. See if we can locate where we are so we can put a little title on the sketch. So is that what this said? Okay, so that is Rio della Veste, not Della Veste. So we were looking down there, so we were looking at this nice little bridge here. So this little red and black thing, by the look of it, if I go back to the view, possibly cocktail bar and cafe. If I ever get a chance to visit Venice, I might have to have a trip to that establishment. Anyway, let's give it this little title quickly. So Rio della Veste. Interestingly, it is Della Veste on here, but on the street view it was different. So we're going to go with Google. Rio della Veste. And we are in Venice. Oh, that does. Alright then, so this is where I tell everyone who's watching, once again, I have dyslexia. So we're going to actually go off the reference. It's almost like we've got a map right in front of us. And that is our first little sketch. All done. Very happy with that. Would have liked a little bit more time to get some colour onto these buildings up here, but without further ado, let's move on to the next page. Hoping that we haven't just smudged watercolour everywhere. So on to the next round. We're going to have a look for another famous place. Now this is where, if I get it wrong, I get to look like a complete idiot. Now, these are the towers in Singapore? Can't for the life remember what these towers are called right now off the top of my head. But we're going to come straight down. Fairly sure they're in Singapore. And maybe the name's going to come to me of what they're called. It's annoying when you get somewhere like this and they are something towers. I just want to dive into the map and search, but I don't have time. If I had longer, I'm just going to throw this down for now. And there's probably people out there, if I've got this horribly wrong, who are screaming at me. I'm in the wrong country. And we are going to draw something around here. This is a nice looking little tree. Let's draw this tree in a pot. That's what we're going to go for. Keep it this way. So we're going to come in and we're going to draw this little tree in a pot here. Maybe try not to tackle such big, ambitious drawings as my last one. It's definitely not in a timed challenge. Just take it easy. And not challenge isn't to stress myself out. The challenge is to enjoy myself and have a bit of drawing. So we got a little cloud on the top, little puff of tree. And what are these towers called? I'm going to keep coming back to this. You're going to have 6 minutes of me looking more and more frustrated that I know what these towers are, and I really feel like I should know where they are. Oh, right. Draw first. Finish drawing. Move on. See if we can find any more clues as to where we are. I think it's in Singapore, and I think it's the something towers. I want to say Petronas Towers? Could be, could not be. I could be sounding really dumb right now. I wish I'd got a better angle on this. So we got one thing here, one thing here, one thing here. Coming off at the next 2 bends. And then, oh right, we have got one at the bottom. Very nicely, yeah. We're looking at something like that. Yeah, so these two are kind of equal. Lovely. Absolutely gorgeous little plant. Very well maintained, as you would expect at a world famous monument like this that I can't remember. The Petronas Towers. That's somewhere else. We got world something. There's probably a sign nearby. If I could move. Public bank. If I could just grab one of these people and ask them where we are. I bet that probably even says where we are. Right. Draw. Then locate. Draw, then locate. Don't stress yourself out. Right, so this is in like a little square of green. We're going to put that in. And we've got a little chain fence. Got corner to corner. What are these towers called? I can guarantee I know at least one loving, daring brother who is going to be furious that I don't know what these are called. Because it should be obvious. Anyone should know what these towers are. And right now I'm having a complete brain fart. And can't remember. So we got this nice little tree. Add a little bit of colour. We'll do colour. Once it's dried a bit and we've had a little think of where we are, we've got 4 minutes to remember the name of these towers, Mark. We can do it, maybe, otherwise we can't do it. And we're going to completely irritate ourselves for the next 4 minutes trying to think of it. Maybe if I get the painting done, maybe we can jump in and have a look around Singapore. For some reason that's why it's jumping out to me that these are. But again, I could be in the wrong place. It's all possible that I'm in the wrong place, that I'm thinking of a different set of towers. But I'm perfectly happy to be wrong, because at the end of the day, I'm not going to forget ever again, am I? So we're just giving this a little bit of colour, a couple of minutes left. A little bit of painting, a little bit of drawing. Where are these towers? Oh, I can't remember what they're called. It's going to drive me mental. but I want to get some ink into this. Nice little tree, which is absolutely, like I said, they look like they're all the way down here. It'd be nice if they had the name on them. Can we make anything out? We're definitely in the centre of somewhere big, and these kind of vertical gardens just scream Singapore to me. But I'm perfectly prepared to be wrong with this. Perfectly prepared to be wrong. I'll just add some little line work into this. Give ourselves a little bit of shadow on the underside of these little clouds of green, which are absolutely delightful. Big fan of trees. One of my favourite things to do is just relax, look at trees. They're just fascinating things, the way they grow. Especially when you get the ones that are like grabbing onto the side of a cliff and you think, how long has that been there? Has it been there? Did it grow onto the cliff, or did the cliff come along and cause it to grab on? Then it's got that question of how much longer will it be there? Everything has to dissipate off into the ether in the end. These towers, what are they called? A nice little chat about trees, and all I can think while I'm having it is, what are these towers? What are they called? And am I looking like a right idiot now for not thinking of the right country that they're in? We've got a little bit of time remaining. So we're in Malaysia, in Kuala Lumpur, and they're called the Petronas Twin Towers. If I knew the name of them, I just got the wrong country. Well, I can think of a couple of people over in Malaysia right now that will be thinking, I'm an idiot. Apologies for not guessing. Top drawing. End of the round. End of the drawing. 197 miles off. A whole country apart. It was close enough for me to at least be a little bit satisfied with it. Just pure knowledge letting me down there, I think. That's really going to irritate me for the rest of the day. But, you know, we carry on and smile, and we remember that we drew a nice little tree. Just going to get the spelling of Patronus right. Petronas. Don't know why I put that comma in there. Patronus Towers tree. Kuala Lumpur. I really feel like I should have known where that was. But you can't know everything, can you? You can't know everything. If it ever comes up again, and I've not forgotten where it is, we'll hopefully do a bit better. Right, so thank you very much for coming and watching another episode of this. We're going to carry on in part 2. We're going to explore the next few rounds, do some more drawing. For this particular round, we had a blast through the canals of Venice, And I've tortured myself trying to remember the name of the Patronus Towers, which is just, it's going to be in there forever now. I'm not going to forget it. And as always, at the moment, like, comment and subscribe if you want to see more of these things. I'm going to keep making these. I really enjoy doing them. And give your loved ones a hug. Keep people that you love close to you at the moment. Just keep a friendly word. Have a nice little video call with them if you can. And keep being COVID safe. And I'll see you on the part 2.